I really appreciate Susan putting her trust in me to maybe fill out something. I've never had anybody do poetry at a graveside, and I've never. So Aunt Beth's getting the first. And this Susan called me on Friday, and that's not much time to put together a little bit of a ditty. And I've done these for years, but never in a place like this. So we're going to see what happens.
But I knew you were never a loss for words. That's why I did that.
Thank you, Susan. Born the youngest in a family of 10, to make a big mark was just a matter of when. It was hard to get going. She had a slow start. With a lifelong challenge, she had a weak heart. It never slowed her down, as her sisters can attest. She was quite a handful whom could keep up with the best. Swimming in the canals was a great pastime. Betty was her mentor. They were swimmers sublime. Life was hard on the farm. Her parents were both ill. Her siblings stepped in. They just fit the bill. Their clothes were handmade, all cotton and plaid. She was a beautiful seamstress. She got it from her dad. Values, morals, and hard work were taught in their abode, so later in life she could handle her load. Into womanhood she grew, such a pretty young lady. She turned many a head, some good and some shady. She met a brash young man. Her sisters thought it was folly. She fell in love with him. His name was Beth Tolley. They decided to wait. They decided to marry. They wouldn't wait no more. Right after high school, Ray met her at the door. Susan was born the following year. 3 more to follow. Her family was here. With a weak heart she could bear no more. She would be happy with a family of 4. Small city life was hard to make a living, so they moved to the big city without much misgiving. As the children grew up, Aunt Beth's teachings were reflected. They were taught the gospel just as expected. There was a promise made to Susan and Don. If they married in the temple, word of wisdom problems would be gone. Younger kids married and made homes of their own. Her posterity was growing to limits unknown. Grandchildren came and her family did grow. Joy and happiness she would forever know. Traveling in a motorhome away they would go, then straddling the motorcycle, where and nobody'd know. Her home was always open if you needed to stay. Her downstairs bedroom you could use if you may. They was in the hospital, it seemed like a year. Aunt Beth exclaimed, "You can stay right here." Her blessings were many as time went on. She spent several years as the ward matron. Uncle Ray was stricken and was suddenly gone. Aunt Beth was heartbroken, no will to go on. She knew that Ray was waiting for mortal life to end. She was coming home. He had an angel to tend. Aunt Beth will be interred in the cemetery by Ray, where their mortal bodies will forever stay. They are now reunited. What a blessed event. As off to heaven, they have both been sent.